Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, my name is Diana. Today I'll be giving you a little bit about my shopping list. I'll be showing you my groceries really and some of the tips that I use to go shopping. The first tip I will give you, and this is the tips that I use in my own house, is I do my groceries once a month. Mainly because I hate going to grocery stores. I hate going to a shopping mall. I hate all of those things. I hate shopping. When you see me buying for my month, I can fill up 2 trolleys, but that is everything that I will need in my house. From meat, bread, cereals, to buying coal for the bride haze, to buying firelighters for those beautiful barbecue days. I buy like 97% of my groceries at that store. Now, going once to that store and filling up my car, because usually at that store, the prices are reasonably lower than everywhere else. Now, I've done my calculations, guys. I'm trying to save that coin. So I've done majority of my homework and found out that this is what is going to give me the best bang for my buck. Now, this is the tip. If you go into a store where everything else seems much cheaper, but something is slightly higher than where you would go get, don't buy it there. Now, at this particular store that I go to, I've noticed their selection of vegetables is a lot fewer and is much more expensive. Now, just next door to there's what we call Food Lovers. I love buying at Food Lovers. Their fruits are clean, they fresh, and I find that they're much cheaper than any other place that I usually go to. So after I do my grocery shoppings, I then go into Food Lovers and I buy everything that I need from there in terms of fruits and veggies. Now with that, unfortunately, you can't buy fruits and veggies or produce once a month. So I do make it a habit to go to a fruit and veg every after 2 weeks. Now, another tip that I'll give you is batch cook. So on a weekend, I will cook majority of my week food. Number one, it saves me time. Number two, it gives me a peace of mind when I come back from work. I want to relax. I don't want nothing to do with pots. I don't want nothing to do with cooking. So batch cook. You will save time, you will save money. You can put all your food that you've cooked into lunch packs and pack it away. Everybody knows when they're hungry, they come and pick up from the fridge and they go about their day. So to save food from, especially produce from rotting in the house or just going to waste, batch cook. Cook the whole pack of potatoes if you have. Cook mashed potatoes, cook your chips or boil your potatoes. Keep them somewhere cooked already so that when you come back, you can just take them from wherever, put it in the microwave. So once I do my groceries, I go to Woolies for certain things like fragrances, and then they have certain hand towels that I really like with their designs and stuff like that. So once I finish with major grocery shopping, I go to the veggies, and then I go into like specific shops that are within the same area, and then I go about my day and go home. Once I get home, it's busy day. I pick out everything, put it on a table, see what needs to be separated, see what needs to go into the deep freezer, see what needs to be cooked right now. Majority of the time, I pack things in separate cases. I have kids that need to go to school, so for cereals, I just pack them small amounts into lunch boxes so that in the morning we're good to go and we eat and they know where to get their stuff. Or sometimes I buy just the simplest things where I know that they can be able to pour it out, add milk, and we're out the door. So that's another thing. So it also saves on my groceries because sometimes if I don't separate food for my kids, it goes to waste. You'll find it's spilled on the ground, so now it's a waste. It's spilled on the counters, the sugar spilled on the counters. They're still kids, so these things are prone to happen. But for me to avoid losses and waste in my house, I'd rather just portion it for my kids so that they know what to do in the morning and there's no waste, there's no dirt, there's no clutter in the house, and we go about our day. You can separate your food and freeze it. So portion by portion. Say if I plan to cook batch cook on this weekend. I take everything, separate everything that I plan to batch cook. I make my lasagna, my rice, my potatoes, my meat, my stew, my everything. I make it and I pack it into lunch boxes. And that means I've cooked a lot for that day and I've used electricity for that day. But anyways, it's done and it's packed and it's put away. So these are some of the things that I've been incorporating into my life to make sure that I'm not wasting. I'm not wasting time. I'm not wasting energy. I'm not wasting my space, my peace, and I'm not wasting money as well. So if anything, if this will help you in your home in finding out different ways to incorporate into your home, maybe one of my tips will help you, and one of my tips will be something that you want to keep in and incorporate into your shopping life. Yeah, help. I mean, guys, I also need some of your tips as well. So share with me what works for you and some of, if anything that I've said with you, said to you today is going to help you, and if you're going to incorporate it into your life. With that being said, right into my grocery shopping. It's not as much as I would shop on a monthly basis, but I've kind of checked as well. Another tip: check everything that you have before you go to the grocery list. Have a checklist so that you know this is what I need. I still have a lot of this, so I don't need to repeat and have more of one thing in the house. So let's jump into the grocery list and see what I got. I didn't buy a lot of rice because I still have rice. So, you know, that checking list always helps you so that you don't bulk buy or you don't buy a lot of one thing in the house. I'm repeating myself, right? But anyways, let's jump into it. Welcome to my haul. So this is my food haul. I buy food once every month, and then obviously there's things that are missing like my veggies, which I buy on a weekly basis. But otherwise, for the majority of my groceries, I do it on a day like today. So there's some things that I buy less of because I might still have more of in the house. So I will just take you along as I show you what I got. I buy my groceries at Sunshine. It's a store. It's a much cheaper store for food. But I found that when it's closer to the month, they put their prices up. So yeah, that's another thing. So obviously I always buy a block of cheese. This takes us through a whole month. And then I buy these bread rolls, which are your garlic breads, and these are 12 rand each. I buy 4 packs of spaghetti, and this spaghetti I usually make it with fish, and then I just buy 2 extra ones just in case we want to make like a mac and cheese. The granular is I think it's about 60 rand for this pack, and this is a 1 kg pack, and it's the one with mixtures, the breakfast crunch. Oh, I forgot to tell you the prices. So these are about 9 rand each, and these are about 9 rand as well. And then for the first time I bought these burgers, so I'm not too sure how they're gonna be. And then I also buy these ready to make cake mixes. So these are muffins, but we usually make them as a cake. I buy 3 of them. And then I buy already made chicken. This is the same already made chicken you would find in Woolies and all these other places for like 99 rand. And here you still get it for about 49 rand. And then at the back there I've got these snacks for my kids, just to pick and go. And then for cereals for my kids, I usually get them cornflakes. They don't last because my son eats them all. And then I have these, I usually buy 2 of these, but I still have another pack of these in the house. So I decided to buy 1 because, in fact, I think about it, I have about 2 packs because we don't go through it in a month. And then the milk, this is a 6 pack. And this is about 79 rand for a 6 pack. And I still have about another pack in the house, so I decided to buy 1. And then the meat, I usually just buy assorted, really, like it's always a mix. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to have a braai with my kids, so I just buy sausages, boerewors, just in case. And then I also have the chicken. And as you can see, it's usually about 24 rand. So I buy about 3 of them. And then I also buy mince, just in case we want to make lasagna, which we usually do make anyways. And our lasagna will last us maybe, let's say, about 2 days for the three of us. So we usually make it and then we eat it over 2 days. And then I buy these stew packs. These are about, how many am I there? There's about 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and these usually make like also 2 dinners each. So that's about 8 dinners that I have, because then I'll mix it with a nice stew and put some veggies in it, so it will last me a long time. And then I have here the bacon bits, and these are about 70 rand for the whole pack, but we go through it every month. It lasts the whole month because we usually eat this on the weekend when we are really nice at home and we want to make a nice breakfast. And then I just buy 2 extra trays for anything else that we might want. As you can see, the meat is about 30 rand, and then that one is also about 41 rand. And then I buy a big pack of rice. I usually buy, that is a 10 kg. But for me and my kids, we usually go through it in a month. So the last one we had was not a month, 2 months. So that will do us a good 2 months. Obviously we need margarine, butter, or whatever. And then I have these spices. These are about 9 rand. And then I also got these. I still have a lot of these in my house. Some spices. And then I also bought the pineapples. I like to put them in burgers. So yeah, and then I've got custard. It's winter, we like to have custard in the house. And yeah, and then down there I've got jam, mayonnaise, beans. Those red beans, I love cooking red beans, and I'm actually the best at cooking red beans. So if you've got and then I also got these tinned fruit cocktail in a syrup. So I actually don't know what to do with them, but I like to try, because I bought my kids these jellies, and I feel like maybe we can mix the two together or put the fruits in there. It'll be fun for the weekend. And then I bought this juice here. It says it makes 4 liters. The last one that I had was about the big one, which makes about 10 liters, which lasted about 4, I want to say 3 months. So I wanted to buy a smaller one because we still have a bit of that. And then this is peanut butter. My kids love peanut butter. And then these are onions. I felt they were very cheap and I decided to buy them, but I don't usually mix my veggies and my groceries at the same time. And then I also bought oil. We go through oil. This will last about 2 months. I still have a good amount of it in the house, but I decided to buy another one. And then these are the tomato mixes that I cook with. I don't like to buy fresh tomatoes to cook with because I don't like the cutting and the whole shenanigans. I don't have the time for that. So I usually buy 2 of this, but in the house I still have about 3 cans, so I decided to buy just 12 to make it 16. Yeah, no, 15 cans. And then I usually buy this jar, and this jar is about 79 rand, I want to say. And it comes with 4 cleaning stuff in the house, and then there's one there at the bottom as well, and you get a free jar. So I mean, yeah. And then I always buy this Ariel soap, which is about 69 rand. This does us for a month for me and my kids, and we wash on a daily basis. So that's that. And then for snacks, it's winter. I like to eat this. These are actually new. I've never seen them in the shop. They are rusks, and they're 14 rand each. So I thought, okay, why not buy them? And for snacks, I usually just buy things like this because we like these biscuits. And these biscuits are like 6 rand at no, they're 9 rand, and these are about 5 rand. And then I also bought some jelly for my kids. And I bought this. It's new look. It's a polish. It's a floor polish. And then I also bought these dips for chips. We still have chips in the house, so I did not buy those. I bought two packs of eggs, so that's 60 each. I plan to go on a diet, an egg diet. That's what I found best that works for me. So I bought two of these because I plan to eat lots of eggs. Lots of eggs. And then for hygiene body stuff, I bought these Clay lotions, one for me, one for my son, one for my daughter. And I bought this for myself, the Vaseline. And then I bought a relaxer, and I bought hair moisturizer for my daughter. And I bought this as well for my daughter, the scalp treatment, and a hair oil for my daughter. So yeah, this whole table was about 3,000 rand. Things are expensive. Food is so expensive. I would have, yeah, this is about 3,000 rand. So, but for me and my kids, this is enough. And then on a weekly basis, I do like a 250 for veggies and bread and things like that. Bread is usually for lunch boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, this is what we have. I thought I had another tin of this. It must be somewhere. I have another tin of this. But otherwise, this is my major monthly grocery. I actually don't like going there, but yeah, it has to be done. Somebody has to do it, right? So that's a full table of my grocery, and now I have to pack it up. Someone who is like to have a career ladder, what type of job? And you see yourself as a lawyer or a marketing director, the head of HR, and how do they behave at work? What is the environment like for that person when it comes to their career and their dreams and their goals? Are they stuck in their skills? These are all these little things to do with their career. These are the things you want to focus on. Can you hold this for me? Just take a video of me. Don't take here. Take up here. People that should have clear boundaries. I look is right there in front of me, and I can look at how I was aware, how I behaved, the relationships I have, my career goals, and yet I need to use that and live with the resources and use that one resource. Every time I look into my resources, I believe that align with that woman, that my habits align with that woman, and that alter ego will eventually become who you are. There's nothing wrong with having an alter ego and this is who you want to be, creating that persona and then just making steps in that direction. And sooner or later, you're going to become that person. Before you know it, you'll be looking at that chart and saying, wow, like most of these things I do, like I'm literally Shanazio or Sasha Fierce or whoever it may be, you are that person. Now you're that living, breathing person. And whoever you were before, you're no longer that person. You're now this new butterfly. You use a caterpillar, now you're a butterfly. You come out of your cocoon and you flash. You're not the woman you want to be. And now what's the next step? What's the next step that you want to go into? Do you want to be like an Annabelle, you want to wear maybe her nails, the housewife, or all these other things? I don't really know, but you just have this plan of this woman you want to be and just take steps in working in that direction. I think it's probably the most important tip. These days, habits, follow goals will help you, like stay on track and work your way in that direction. But it's definitely important to have that overall alter ego that moves forward of the woman you want to be, and really break it down into those categories in your life. So guys, I'm making my lasagna. This is a chicken lasagna with veggies. I make this lasagna and it usually goes through 3 nights of the week. So as you can see that I've already cooked 3 meals for the week. So it's saving time, saving energy, saving money for me and my family. This lasagna I usually get about 12 squares in my tray. So that means every night serving is like 3 squares, meaning that I still have enough for the next 2 days. So when I serve this lasagna, I usually serve it with a salad or some fried chips, like squares, potato squares that I just deep fry, and I put it away. And when we do make everything, we just put everything, heat it up in the microwave, and we eat. So on the days that I have to eat it with a salad, obviously salad you have to make it fresh, and when I cook my lasagna, I usually make this paste, which is a roux. It is flour, butter, and salt, and a bit of black pepper. The black pepper really makes it taste so amazing, and it's just like a ting in your mouth. And then I just layer it up with some cheese, and I carry on. On this particular day, my lasagna was not enough, so I made the open spaces that needed lasagna. I put in some spaghetti. I mean, you have to make it work, right? So this is how I made it work. So after I lay this cheese, then I put another layer of lasagna and make the second layer. But this is almost to the end, and then I just put it into the oven and cook it for about 30 minutes and then let it rest. You have to let your lasagna rest, that way everything just comes together. Everything really, really comes together. So let your lasagna set, and then you can cut through it and then serve it while it's like a little bit warm.